Crafted comedy
by Great Wolf.
It's the talk of people in the know. Welcome to the G-Block Show.
You know, they're just too cool for school, and I have to agree. They got it made. They figured out how to do it. They've got, they've either got the wonderfully talented parents, they're probably movie stars or whatever, and that's good, or they've got the connections. They've got the affluence. And let's face it, that's everything. It's not what you know, it's who you know. It's been that way since a long time ago. So, yeah, school. It's a waste of time. And, they think back, too, that I'm just saying what nobody else can figure out. But you go way back even in time, back in the early days, when women did not have the rights they have now, which is amazing. I agree. I know that's historically true. But to all of a sudden act like women just finally have a place that they're finally getting, they're standing up for themselves. Well, I look back at some of these movies back to even the 30s and 40s, and yeah, these women ruled the roost. Yeah, these men might have thought they were all that, but all along you could tell that the women called the shots. You didn't want to tick them off. These were strong women. And when I talk about strong women, I want to say this. There's these women nowadays. There's some of these, just come on, give me a break. If a woman, just like a man, if a woman like a man is a jerk, he's a jerk. If a guy's a jerk, he's a jerk. I don't care if he's successful. I don't care if he's assertive. All that. If he's a jerk, he's a jerk. And if he's not, he's not. He's just wonderfully assertive and, take charge and, in command and know what the heck they're doing type guys. That's fine. Just don't be a jerk. I'm not afraid of strong men. The same goes for women. If you are assertive, take charge, your mind, you're together, you're really wanting to make an impact in the world, God bless you, go for it. You're my kind of woman. But if you're a jerk, going to refrain from using the B word, because I didn't call a guy a bastard, so I'm not going to call the women, the B word. But that's kind of, you get the idea. No, I don't. Yeah, there's no man should ever be okay, and no woman should be okay with these jerk women or jerk men. I don't care, but don't conflate jerk with strong. Don't say that. There's women who have their stuff going, and they deserve all the respect in the world, but they don't have to come into a room posturing like they just came off of a football field, and they're just he-men women with cojones the size of bowling balls. They have to figure that they're like double that of any man. I'm going to show you. I'm going to act way more manly than a man because I demand respect. I'm a strong woman. No, strong women and strong men don't have to come off like that. Those people are I don't know what their problem is, what they're compensating for, what they think, that they're confused. They mix up strength with good leadership. They mix it up. They mix up being a jerk with good leadership. I don't know how many people fall for this crap, So, these Leona Helmsley type women. No. I do have a problem with them. So women out there, if you don't know the difference between good leadership and people, who should be respected in the business world, that sort of thing, you get that confused with these jerks, and saying that a person has a problem with these jerks have a problem with strong women. It's just like, no. You need to rethink that. And now all of a sudden, this last, 10 years or so, it's like finally women are saying, well, we finally come of age and we're not taking it anymore. And we're gonna step on all these guys. I know there's guys that have taken advantage of their position. Heck, my mom, she was in the workforce, and all these stories of like, hey, we could probably work something out if we could work something out. I'm not naive to that, and nor do I agree with it, of course. But it doesn't mean that all of a sudden it's just like, if you're a man, and especially if you're over a certain age, you're like me, my age, all of a sudden you're the scourge of the earth and you need to be wiped out. It's like, okay, how do you think it's a give and take? Don't get, even though let's put it this way, I'm all for full equality. I want everybody, every gender, every race, creed, I don't care what your sexual preference is, you deserve full equality. That's justice. Whatever it is, you deserve your due. Then nobody should be above or below anybody. but I'm beginning to get the feeling that a lot of women are like, fine, now I've made it to the top and I'm ready to smash some men down. I'm ready to turn the table the other way. It's like, well, wait a minute. No. Now you're asking us, men, to play second fiddle to women. Now, sorry, I'm like, all those people are out there like, oh, God, what is he talking about? I'll tell you what, we cannot say, if men were to go on TV and say the same things that women say all the time, like, can you imagine a commercial? Men are strong. These same things that women say, we're strong, we're tough, these just go on and on. Makes you sound, by the way, makes women seem very insecure. Really insecure. I don't think women used to be that way. My mother, for example, she worked. She was very attractive, and she was strong. She was not a woman who ever needed a man. But it isn't like she spit on men. It isn't like, no, she respected men. She liked men. Men liked her. She didn't feel like she had to step on men to make herself feel right. And nor did she take any crap from men. She was nobody's fool. She never thought about these things. It just never occurred to her. She never had to go around with this chip on her shoulder like, boy, now look at me. And I'm telling you what, she made more money. She was smart. She was savvy. Like I say, she was nobody's fool, but she didn't go around with attitude. It was just like, no, that's the way it is. We all played in the sandbox. Everything was just fine. These women today, I'm going to say some of these women, the ones that we're hearing the most about, the ones that are apparently behind a lot of this marketing, this advertising crap, they don't speak for most women. But you wouldn't know it because they control so much of what we're hearing. Now, I got news. Not every woman wants to be the toughest, the fastest, this competitive stuff. Like you just see these, literally like this, just masculating things. Not every man wants to. There's some people who really want to achieve. They want to be the fastest runner. They want to be the first. They're just whatever. They're driven. But don't put it out there like every woman now is that woman. There's a lot out there that these women are making feel bad because these women just want to be ordinary women. Yeah, they do. They want equality and they want respect, and they don't want to be treated like a rag doll, something just to go fetch a beer for their husband. Of course not. But they're not man haters, and they're not wanting to take on the rollers. And I tell you, just lay off a little bit with this. It's great that you get to play football with the guys. Good. Great. If you can keep up and you can take the hits, good. More power to you. But don't be putting this like all of a sudden every woman wants to be that woman, and don't make it out that that if it weren't for men, life would just be fantastic. Let's keep a little sanity here and a little balance. After all, it's just let's try to get along and don't step on somebody now that you've gotten where you think you need to be, which I think is partly just an illusion anyway. But okay, but don't do it at somebody else's expense.
You've been enjoying another episode of the G Block Show, and we hope you're telling your friends about the G Block Show. If you have feedback or suggestions or would like to be a G Block Show sponsor, please contact us at gblockshow.com. Hey, for the price of a fancy store-bought card, I will make you an online video card. An invitation, greeting, birthday wish, get well, congratulations, anything, and perhaps more than what you'd buy a traditional boring card for. I can make it for you. It's great because it's online and it can be shared or sent to anyone and everyone. No postage needed. And I'm sure you'll agree that I'm way more entertaining and lovable than any paper card. Not to mention I'm a celebrity. Oh, it's so easy. All you have to do is go to www.gblockshow.com. And that's all one word, gblockshow, and then, of course, a little .com. I'm very salty, and I can't wait to hear from you. Well, I can, but I'd rather not.